Morning, everybody. Welcome into Studio 5, and may I say, you picked a fabulous day to be here with us. And if you have a high school daughter maybe popping home for lunch today, she picked a good day too. We have a special guest in studio who both generations love equally. That's a rare thing. How David Archuleta made the transition back from LDS missionary to pop singer, and we'll preview some of his latest projects, even play a little musical game as well. We're so excited to have him. But first, let's start with that special celebrity guest, shall we? We are helping you reconnect today with a famous friend, and it might not be hard. In fact, a lot of people in the studio here sort of fanning out. Here's your clue. International pop star moms like as much as their teens and 20-somethings do. Utah's favorite American Idol contestant and a talented singer-songwriter who feels like family. We know that you can't wait to catch up with him, and neither can we. David Archuleta is here in our studio, and you were sort of cringing watching that music video. Why? Why?
Because I always feel awkward watching anything of myself.
You do? Even after...
And I tried to dance in that video too, and I'm not a dancer, but it was just something new to try.
I thought you did great.
Well, thank you.
Even after all these years on the stage, still hard to kind of watch yourself. What about listening to yourself?
Listening, I got the hang of. When I first started, I couldn't do it. Even recording songs, to listen back to see if it was good, I'm like, no, I can't. I just can't listen to myself because I just don't like the sound of my voice.
But now you're used to that.
Now I'm okay with it.
You don't like the sound of your voice. Like,
I'm
we
still
just all
getting over
gasped.
the videos.
Whatever. In fact, we always play some pre-show tunes here in the studio, and David was singing, and I was like, yeah, keep singing a little louder. It was just fun to hear you sing. It's crazy to think it's been 10 years almost since American Idol, right?
It's been 10 years since I auditioned.
Since you auditioned?
Yeah.
We were reminiscing a little bit, may I? The last time David was here was in the peak. Do you mind? Do you mind?
Go ahead.
It was in the peak of American Idol craziness, and we had packed a studio across the hall, like a huge studio with, I want to say, like 500 fans, right? Wow. Moms, daughters, teenagers, all ages, mostly women, I have to say. The pitch was really high, and David was scheduled to come be live with us to perform and talk in front of that group at 11 a.m., and about 10:45, we were getting a little nervous, and apparently someone's alarm clock didn't go off, and it wasn't mine. Do you remember that?
Oh man, I must have been come in late the night before or something.
I'm sure.
Because I usually don't sleep in that late unless it was like a red-eye flight or something.
Performance night or something.
I'm so sorry that
oh my gosh, no.
Waiting.
What we were really worried about was not the live TV deadline, but how we were going to calm that crowd. Like, I was worried we were going to have an uprising, and his manager was smoothing his hair as he ran through the door, and you pulled it off, and it was great. But it's good to have you back. Good to have you back.
Thank you.
Catch
on
us
time,
up.
too.
On time,
I came early.
Hair smooth, on time. We're all good. Catch us up, though, because it's been 3.5 years since you returned from your LDS mission.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people will say it's, right? A lot of people will say it's hard anyway just to transition from mission life to regular life. And you made an additional jump. You went from LDS missionary back to normal guy to pop star singer. What was that like, that transition?
It took me a while, in case people didn't notice. It's been 3.5 years, and I just released my first album a few weeks ago since I've gotten back. It took me that long to get back into the swing of things because I'm slow to make any decision and to make any transition. Just deciding where I was going to move, what I'm going to eat. Like, I'm known for taking forever to decide how to move forward, and it was the same with coming from a mission to the music because it's such a big change. I think a lot of people who've served missions know that you basically transform into something else while you're on your mission. Your priorities, what you're thinking about, the reason you're living for 2 years is completely different, and then to go back to where you're living entirely for someone else and for God, to now you're living for yourself. And not only that, but you're trying to get people to look at you and like you and follow you, and it's a career where it's about you was really hard for me to get back into.
To turn the focus from God back to you in some sense.
Yeah, and I was like, how am I going to do this? Because this is what I was doing before, but I just can't do that again. But I learned slowly but surely that I could still involve God and make it about Him while still doing this. And it's like, okay, people are watching me and listening to me, but I'm going to talk about something that I can help them look up. And I'm not saying I'm singing Christian music, but it's getting people to look up and see the true meaning and potential that they have in themselves. Because that's what my mission was about. And I'm like, I can't let that go. I can't let that go so that can go back to me being, look at me, everybody, and like me because I'm so cool and hip. I needed to keep that element of my mission with me always.
So essentially you've tapped into a deeper purpose and you're using your gift to serve and to entertain.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You mentioned the new album. We want to talk about that. How is it different than the albums from past, Crush and others?
Well, I was, you know, that was when I was with my record label right after American Idol. And basically they just said, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to record. We want you to become this kind of person. And it didn't fully work because I just couldn't, I was like, you know, they tried to make me look cooler, darker, more macho. I just wasn't that kind of person. And so but they still, you know, it was a fun time, fun memories. I still sing a lot of those songs today in my shows because they're fun. But from those albums 9 years ago, it was like 9 years ago this month that first album came out.
Wow.
And so 9 years later, after serving a mission and growing up, being in my mid-20s now, it's music that I feel like this is me, this is what's in my heart, this is what matters to me, I think people will see kind of the elements that are in me now after transforming from a mission. And I'm hoping that they can hear that. And that they can hear that, yeah, these are my experiences, this is what I've overcome, but this music isn't all about just me and like, look at how awesome I am. This is about what can you learn about yourself? How can I help you feel lifted up? How can I let you still have a good time, enjoy listening to music, but you feel better? Not just feeling in a better mood, but you feel like you found a piece of who you are after listening to it.
It's a discovery for you and those who are listening.
Yeah.
We have a piece. Can we listen? This is a clip from the new album, Postcards in the Sky. This song is Numb. Here we go.
Everybody needs time away to wake up with the sun on the face. I'm not there yet, but I know I don't want to feel.
Oh my gosh, that is moving. I felt it even in that short clip, and it is a different sound. You're right, it's a different sound than what we've heard in the past. I'm going to ask you this. Do you feel like at this stage in your life, how old are you?
26.
26. Do you feel like you're able to live a seemingly normal 26-year life? I mean, yes, you're pursuing music. Yes, we know you have fans stretched across the country, across the world. What is day-to-day life like being David Archuleta now?
Well, I feel like I can live a pretty normal life. And what's interesting is I think taking the time, kind of like what the song said, everyone needs a little time away to find that light and bring that light into their lives and connect with who they really are. Because I feel like if we don't stop, we're going to keep listening to all the other voices around us and try to impress them and let them tell us who we are. And taking a little break and having a little time to yourself helps you say, this is who I am, that's right. Remind yourself who I am and what really matters to me. And anyway, that wasn't the question you asked, but
that was a great answer.
I feel like because I was a teenager, 16, when this all kind of exploded, I've started to learning what it's like to be a normal person. Taking that time, taking a break. This break was so helpful to me because it was like, this is what it's like to feel normal, to feel normal again. And now that I'm in my mid-20s, I'm figuring out what that's like, and it feels really good. I feel like I found a good network of friends who like me for who I am, not just because I'm a celebrity or whatever, and it feels good.
It's been awesome to just cheer you on over the years. So congratulations on everything. There are so many great songs to listen to. Up All Night is a fun one. Glorious, my very, very favorite of all time. I listen to that on repeat on my
come to the show.
I would love to. Speaking of the show, it's coming to Salt Lake. You're touring right now. I mean, we're talking Lima, Peru. You just got back from
a tour in the east of the U.S. and also the Philippines.
The Philippines, but the Salt Lake show is coming up. When and where can we see you?
It's on Monday, the 20th of this month at Abravanel Hall.
We are looking forward to that. If you want more information or if you want tickets, it's going to be a hot show. Go to davidarchuleta.com, and a lot of people looking forward to that performance at Abravanel. Hey.